Example 4. Find the zeros of a quadratic function. Elena hits a golf ball into the air from third level of a driving range that is 40 feet high. The function h of t is equal to minus 16t squared plus 32t plus 48 gives the height h in feet of the golf ball t seconds after it hit into the air. When will the ball hit the ground? The ball hits the ground when the height h of t is 0. So first of all here let's take this quadratic equation and let's try to factorize and to write in the factor form. But before that, we wanted to find what is the greatest common factor of this function. And we already see here is 16, 32, and 48. The common factor is a 16. But because it's negative there, let me factorize minus 16. And then we are going to see what stands inside. Here's a t squared and is a minus 2t, because the negative 16 times negative 2 is a plus 32t, and is a negative 3. Negative 16 times negative 3 is plus 48. So those are the factors, and GCF is a negative 16. Now, this one here, we want to factorize. And what are the good factors of 3 that I can reach minus 2? The good factor of 3 are minus 3 times 1. And minus 3 times 1, I'm writing minus 3 plus 1, I can reach this minus 2. So this quadratic equation that is in a standard form, I can write into the factor form by factoring now into binomials this trinomial. So this is a 16, and here is a t minus 3. So t minus 3, and the other factor is t plus 1. So I already factored this. But what tells us? The ball hits the ground where the height is ht is a 0. So the ball is going to hit ground here, and h of t here is going to be 0. So, and here is a 48 if we are looking graphically, and Elena stands here. When the pathway of the ball is going according to this the pathway, and when it reaches a 0, the height, this is the height, h of t, is going to be equal to 0. So, and time t, the x-axis represents the time t. Now, we are taking h of t is a 0, and we can rewrite everything, hold this equation here, minus 16, and then we are trying to find the time t. Here is a t minus 3, and the other one is t plus 1. If I'm dividing everything by negative 16, if we divide the whole this quadratic equation in factor form by negative 16, if we divide, let me write here a division. So what this represents a division. If we divide the whole equation, then this equation is going to be equal with a t minus 3 times t plus 1 is equal to 0. So we already now have in the factor form, so now we don't have a lot of time to spend here and find the time, how many seconds it takes to hit the ball to the ground. So if we take it now, these two factors, and if we solve it, we find that the solution t is going to be 3, and the other solution t is going to be minus 1. But because the time minus 1 second does not exist in the real world, so the only solution is t is equal to 3, and this one is the extraneous solution. So now it means the ball to hit the ground, it takes 3 seconds. So this is the answer for our case, or for the example 5. So when Elena hits the ball, and the pathway of the ball is going through according to this parabola, and how much time is going to hit the ground, it takes just 3 seconds.